success, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 29-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 24, Jackson steps away to his left. Going to throw deep, and he will find Hurst in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Safety screaming. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shoot.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check.
On 3rd and 2, Terrell. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down, Vikings.
Here we go. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
On 1st down, Terrell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Second and 3. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out to his left. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Daniil Hunter. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
These two teams all tied after one. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 3 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Right, 58, right there. Got one. Watch the safety creep. Check 50.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Looking to throw. Terrell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Terrell. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check, 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 check. Patch it, patch it. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert go. 36, 36.
Looking to throw. Terrell. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before break. Terrell trying to lay one up deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 21-yard line.
Set, ready. 70 ending. 54 miles. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Ready, go.
Again, it's Cook.
Watch the quick.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, Terrell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down, Terrell. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Let's get it. Let's go now. Get the end ring. Man, I got you. Check 37.
Operating from the gun, Terrell. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. On second down, Bean. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's go. 6 yards. Watch your five. You got double up.
On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put him under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's the second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 31, check 31.
From the gun, Terrell. Complete. It's Johnson. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Terrell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
25, check 25.
Now Jackson to throw again. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
On ice, this is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
His pass caught at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Jackson, and that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And now here's another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
Let's see what you got. 49, check 49, check 49.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Slam, slam, slam.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
54. Mike 54. Go. Go.
On 4th down, Terrell. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Terrell flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Terrell. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Operating from the gun, Terrell. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
Let's go, baby.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the gun, Terrell. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that